get on here really quickly. Really quickly. I had took my jewelry off earlier today because we had went to an event, and I have to like whisper because my toddler is asleep. So I need to be quick on here before I go and make some dinner. So I'm gonna be quick. Quick. If anyone's wondering what the letters stand for, it stands for Lovely Jamie Rose. Okay, guys. So I am actually excited because the Mom Planner drops. The Mom Planner finally drops on Monday. And I just wanted to explain the process. It looks like my nose got burnt from the sun. That's what it's looking like. And I just want to explain the process of what it takes to create something and then publish it, or create something and then make it live for the world to see and have. And it's a process. So I want to encourage those who are in that process of creating, who desire to create something. If you have ideas, if you're looking to make something, it is totally possible. Now, of course, I can sit here and I can talk about the multiple types of ideas there are of what you might be making, right? But what matters at the end of the day is that when you have that idea of what you want to create for your business, what matters is how you're going to get there to finally have a finished product. So you're going to have to establish deadlines, you're going to have to make a lot of edits, you're going to have to revise and do maybe more research depending on whatever product you're making or creating. Let's just say you have a body butter business. You know, it's going to take trial and error to get the butter right. It's going to take time to get the design of the labels right. It's going to take time to get the marketing right, getting your website up. So when it comes to creating something and then finally having that final product done, you're going to have to organize, you're going to have to structure yourself. As an entrepreneur, those things are important. Now, how I got to creating the Faithful Mom Planner, it really started from me just having these different systems that I already have as a mom. And I said, why not create this together, put it all in one? You know, as a mother, I found myself every month, what am I doing? I'm looking at finances. And I know some of you moms are doing the same thing I'm doing as a mom. Hi, welcome, thank you. I am talking about the Faithful Mom Planner that is dropping on Monday. It's a digital planner and printable planner for moms. Really anybody can use it, but moms, especially moms specifically, because that's the main target audience for that. And so I found myself having these different systems I created, but I told myself, wait, why not put this all in one? Why not create a place where it's like everything's together? I'm not forgetting things. I'm not, hi, how are you? And so, you know, every month as a mom, we're looking at finances. Every week, if not every day, every week, we're looking at, oh, what am I going to cook my kids? What am I going to eat? What do I need to buy this weekend? What do I need from the store? Hello. Hello, welcome. You know, and then it came to, oh, what is my schedule this week? What am I doing this week with the kids also? Oh my goodness, like, what do they need to be doing? What they should be doing at home? all these things that came up as a mom, I started noticing, okay, you know what? I need a place here for me to put, where I can put everything together. So that is why I created the Faithful Mom Planner. And it's called Faithful because it's me speaking life over moms. You are a faithful mom. You are a faithful steward of what God has given you. You are faithful in the things that you are doing. And so that is why it's called the Faithful Mom Planner, because you're making that declaration over yourself that I am a faithful mom, the Faithful Mom Planner. That is why I called it that. And it's so beautiful how when you're working on something, when you're creating even products, or you're creating whatever it is you're creating for your business, that just name, even the simplest thing as a name for your item, for your product, for your project, means something. It has a meaning behind it. And so it did take, so the thing about my story is I had created this planner a while back, but I took a pause in my entrepreneurship journey, and I had a baby, my third child, who is now a toddler. And so I had paused for a while, because even though I had paused, I was still working on my planner and other digital products too. Actually, I have a meal planner, a lunch meal planner, that is also going to drop. So if you need something specifically just geared towards meal planning, it even comes with a meal planner for your children, like Lunchbox. So if you need something specific for okay, organizing and strategizing their lunch boxes, like a schedule for that or a planner for that, I have that included in this upcoming planner that I'm gonna drop too. So I'm not dropping that planner, but what I am dropping on Monday is the Faithful Mom Planner. So I'm so excited, and I just wanted to come on here and share the story behind. Excuse what I was saying. I came on here to encourage those entrepreneurs that are creating something to put those dates in place, to put those goals in place, to get things done. You don't want to stay forever in the brainstorming phase. You want to make sure you get from brainstorming to then drafting and execution, and then the final product is done. You want to make sure you're hitting those so that you're not taking forever. Because sometimes what happens is people say, oh, I'm working on it, and then they never launch. They never launch their business. And as kingdompreneurs, when God gives us something, of course He's going to lead us. But it also comes, wisdom is planning. Wisdom is being a good steward. Wisdom is being organized, doing things in order, with decency and order. So it's just an encouragement. I'm coming out here just to encourage all those upcoming faithpreneurs to get yourself organized, to get things set so that you can be successful in what you're working on. Don't just let days go by and all you're saying is I'm working on it. Get some accountability. If you need to join a group, if you need to, in fact, I actually am going to recommend you guys follow the Boss Hub _ on Instagram. That is a different business that I have, and it encourages specifically, that platform is made specifically to encourage faithpreneurs, entrepreneurs in their journey as an entrepreneur, and connecting that with how to walk it out in a godly manner, in a biblical principles manner, but is encouragement. It's encouragement. So let me see, am I able to do a green screen on here? Let's see if I can. So this is a post that I posted today, and I don't think I can shrink it. I can't shrink it, but I think you guys can see that. I posted this post today on the Boss Hub page, and And I'm just showing the image because I want you guys to get what I'm talking about. And so if you need any form of encouragement, that is your go-to place. The Boss Hub is also, so it provides resources, faith-based resources, but it also is a place where entrepreneurs can get administrative and business support for their business so that they can continue doing what God has called them to do. So I provide that type of support. But let me quickly talk about the post that I posted. And I posted, walk with God while building your business. I had to lean over to read it. Walk with God while building your business. That is so important. And I've referenced the scripture in Noah chapter, I believe it was chapter 6. Yeah, chapter 6. I've referenced Noah chapter 6. And why? Because in chapter 6 we see that God calls Noah faithful. Noah is mentioned as someone who is blameless and righteous, and he walked with God. That's what the scripture says. And so how this connects to walking in your entrepreneur journey is that just like Noah was walking with God, it is our responsibility for us as kingdompreneurs to walk with God. It is not just simply say I love God. It's not simply saying, oh, I believe in Jesus, but walk with God even as you entrepreneur, even as you do business. What is God calling you to do through your business? How is he calling you to glorify him? Because we're all called to glorify God through our business. And so how is it that he wants you to do that for your business? Because first of all, every business is different. But the whole point is that as we do business, we should be walking with God. Business should not be up here and God all the way over there, like he doesn't exist. In fact, it should be God and your business like this. There's an order, there's a structure, there is that acknowledgement, there is that understanding that God he is the boss. He is the ultimate boss. He is the head. Christ is the head. He is over me. He is over my business. That is the understanding of a faithpreneur. A faithpreneur knows who she responds to, who she works for, who she submits to, who she is doing everything for. There's a scripture in the Bible that says, work as you're working unto the Lord. And I forget where that is in the scripture, but I wish I had it on me. But there's that scripture that says, work as if you're working unto the Lord. And that is important to understand as a faithpreneur. To understand this, to know this, and walk in it. Walk in that. There's no separation when it comes to business and following Christ. Do you know that, hold on, give me 1 second. Do you know that there are businesses out in the world that their intentions, they can care less about people. They have separated themselves from serving people the right way. And so it's so important as faithpreneurs for us to be connected in our relationship with Christ so that we can act those things out as we do business. Are you being faithful with your business practices? Are you being faithful to God in your business practices? Are you showing kindness to the people you're serving? Are you being loyal to those that work with you? Is there any dishonesty going on within your business practices? All those things matter and God sees it. So I'm going to hop off, but I just wanted to get on here to let everyone know that the Boss Hub fully opens its doors on Monday, as well as the Mom Planner, the Faithful Mom Planner that I was talking about, also drops on Monday. So if you're not following me on Instagram, go ahead and go follow at the Boss Hub _. And then if you are interested in the Faithful Mom Planner, that is actually on my other page, at Lovely Jamie Rose _. I will see you all. God bless and take care.